defence and counter from the Plague of Locus. We've adopted this technique from the South African style of crazy monkey. It was called... This next technique. This technique is called defence and counter from the Plague of Locus. We've adopted it from a martial arts style called Crazy Monkey. The Plague of Locus is basically a barrage of punches, so it's when you're overwhelmed with a single attacker, and it's the barrage of punching and just trying to guard yourself. It's a really, really effective way of defending the upper part of your body. The lower part, it's a bit open. We've then got in the later sash defence and counter to a Plague of Locus. So it's where it's a barrage of punching where you can't block them all and they're getting on top of you, so you're blocking the punching. In fact, you're not really blocking the punching, as we'll describe in a minute. But we're guarding ourselves against barrage of punching and we're countering at the same time. And then later on, we've got escape and counter from a Plague of Locus. That's where we're backed up against the wall or we're forced into a corner, and it could be a single attacker or multiple attackers, and we're protecting ourselves, countering at the same time, and getting away from the corner, getting away from the wall, and taking the fight back to the people who has had you cornered. So, defence and counter from Plague of Locus. It's a bit of a strange stance to start off with. What we do is we lift our shoulders up. So bear in mind, this is when you're under attack, and like I said before, it's barrage punching, it's flurry punching, and you're just getting too overwhelmed. So you need to protect your head basically. As long as you're conscious, as long as you're breathing, you have got a chance to overcome the attackers. As soon as you lose your breathing or you're unconscious, then you become the mercy of whoever's attacking you. So, you scrunch your shoulders up and tuck your chin down. The reason for this is you're walking a little bit strange, a bit like Frankenstein with no neck. The reason for this is so that if you're getting solid, hard punching, and if you do get through your guard, you've got less chance of getting knocked out. Your head's going to get whipped back, your brain's going to get moved about so much. Obviously, we're trying to avoid punching to the head anyways, but chin tucked in, shoulders up. Now the next part, imagine if you go back to the old film, Grease. If you haven't watched Grease Lightning on telly, go and watch it and see what I mean. So, Teddy Boy days, where they've got the comb and combing hair back, and start from the front and comb all the way back to the back. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to put our, don't forget the chin and your shoulders. Your hand is open, and you keep it in contact with your head, and you're sweeping back, all the way back, until it comes to the back of your head. So it's not wrapping round like this, it's just coming round and back. Same time on the opposite hand, this guard is on there, protecting your temple and jaw. As this arm comes down, the opposite one comes up. So just do the movement of the arms first. So you can see, so I'll do one side first. And if I change the angles, so as you can see that from in this position here, I'm keeping my arms slightly open so I can actually talk. But the target area, my temple is covered on this side, my jaw is covered on that side. On this side in the sand, I've got my ear and temple covered with the sand, and my jaw covered with this arm here. And the only area to attack is really the forehead. You can't get the uppercut in as long as you keep your chin down and your shoulders up. So the movement is, again, just with the arms, we're up in the body motion in, yes, is backwards and forwards with your arms. Now at the same time you're doing this, I'm actually bobbing and weaving and moving about. So as you're moving to one side, your arm is coming up to protect roundhouse punches, straight punches, whatever they're going to deliver on this side, yeah? And then you come in the opposite ways. Now the idea of this is we're not trying to block the punch, just keeping a rhythm going. If you see punches coming and you try to block the punching, then the punching is going to get through. So this is a continuous, it's actually quite hard work. Done correctly, it's hard work. It's full on, but it does work. So that the motion is backwards and forwards, and twisting your body. Simple as that. So the next video, once we've mastered this, next video will be the counter as well. So you're defending and you're countering at the same time. And that then brings total different aspects to the attacker. So the attacker suddenly having quite good control, I think. And it's worth, if you don't think this technique works, practice it, perfect it, and then get your partner to put on some nice big heavy gloves and using the blocks that you've learned before, any traditional blocks from boxing, martial arts, even our style. Try to block for 30 seconds, get your opponent to give you a barrage of punches non-stop, combinations, whatever. See how many punches you can actually block in 30 seconds. And then do exactly the same, have a bit of a breather, or don't, and then do the defense and counter from Plague of Locus technique, and again get your partner to come at you full force, fast combinations, and you'll see there'll be a massive difference. The amount of punches you've blocked, massive difference. I reckon in 30 seconds I would be expecting no more than 2 punches to get in out of a barrage punching. Okay, thank you.